So a couple days ago, I presented you with three different types of cells, and we looked at them, we analyzed them, and we took some observations about what we saw. The first one we looked at was a cheek cell. Okay, so they stain these cheek cells blue. We can clearly see within these cheek cells that dark blue dot, that's the nucleus. We can see the outline around the edge. That's the cell membrane. And we noticed their shape was more round, which indicates an animal cell, and we know that cheek cells are absolutely an animal cell. The next one we looked at was the onion cell. It was lacking chloroplast, and we know that onion's a plant, but we also discussed how this chloroplast is missing because the onion is a bulb, and that part of the plant is located below the soil level. So there's no need to have chloroplast to capture and absorb sunlight when you're located below the soil. Now, the onion bulb grows a part of the plant above the soil with leaves to capture the sunlight, and those are green and have chloroplast within the cells to capture the sunlight above the surface. So we also noted the shape, the brick-like shape of these cells, and also how they're kind of connected all together like a brick wall. So we have that shape and the arrangement of this. The shape of a square is indicating that we're working with a plant cell, and we absolutely are. And then the reason that they're arranged in this brick wall-like pattern is for support. Plant cells need to be able to be supported so they withstand the elements, and their cells need to be closely knit together so that they can grow tall and capture energy from the sunlight. The last one we had were the Elodia cells. This is an aquatic plant. We saw tons of chloroplast here, and we also could kind of see some rough versions of other organelles, but not as clear as the chloroplast. There's tons of chloroplast here. They are also square-like in shape, and they are connected together like a brick wall. So these are all indications that, again, it's a plant cell, and yes, it is a plant cell. Then today, I'm having you look at these mystery samples. We have sample A, sample B, and sample C. And I want you to use some of our observations, and if you don't have these notes, you can copy these down. The presence of organelles, the shape also indicates the type of cell, the location, the color. Plant cells are often green because they have chloroplast, but not always. And then the arrangement. We know if it's a brick wall-like arrangement, it is probably a plant cell. So here are our samples. The first one, we see this round shape. So if you sketch that in your notes, you'll see this round shape like that. I see a little bit of presence of maybe what I think is the nucleus, and it's round in shape. That's indicative of an animal cell. So for my notes, I'm going to record that it has organelles present, the shape is round, the color is a little red. It is actually a red blood cell. The next one we did was this green one right here. This is actually a unicellular type of algae. Look at those beautiful organelles present. So we noticed that they were green, perhaps chloroplast, absolutely chloroplast. So we noted the shape, color, it was unicellular, it was actually a type of algae. And then finally, our last specimen was this one down here, this sample C. For this one, we noted that the shape was a square, kind of like a plant cell, but there was no real arrangement. It was kind of random. The color was white, which is an absence of chloroplast, so its shape and color and arrangement aren't indicating that they're plant cells. And I didn't see any organelles present, so no nucleus. Some of them have spots on them, but of course, you know, I think it's just the texture and color of whatever material we're looking at. This was, in fact, salt.